This video is all about getting something off my chest, and some people will say that I'm coming across entitled, but my contact at Sony has told me that no one will be getting a key for Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghostlord before launch. And I've given my feedback directly to Sony at the event, and obviously they've seen my video because I spoke to them again about it, and I think they're worried about how the game is going to be received. Now, in the video I did back in September, basically talking about my hands-on and showing you some footage of me playing the game, I came away from that demo wondering, who is this game for? And if you're like me from like back in the day when Ghostbusters was a really big franchise, I'm not saying it isn't now, but I don't think it is what it was. You know, like when we were kids, everyone had the toys, there was the cartoon series. This game kind of confused me because even though you really do feel like a Ghostbuster, okay, I just want to get it out the gate. Like, this feels like you are a Ghostbuster. Everything feels great. The proton pack sounds amazing. Actually using the wand feels fantastic. It feels legitimate, but where it fell down for me personally was ghosts themselves come across more like aliens or some sort of bacteria, and it felt like quite a wave-based game. Now, we played it in multiplayer. We did a few rounds, went against a boss. There's also a game mode that I've been told that whoever carries the trap sees hallucinations and the other characters can't see that, and apparently that is a very good game mode, but I haven't experienced that. The art style looks brilliant. It's like a cel-shaded effect, but there's a lot of detail in it, and I played the game for about 45 minutes, and I basically just came away thinking, I'm not sure who's going to want to play this. Like, or who, when they developed the game, did they make it for? Because it feels very family friendly, which is awesome. This is the sort of game you're looking for. You're looking for something that you want to play with your children to make sure they, you know, they're not scared. Ghostbusters will be that game, I'm pretty certain. But for someone like me, I wanted something a bit more scary. You know, I wanted that like scene from the film when you're in the hotel and you're trying to capture Slimer. Throw it! But for me personally, I wanted something a bit more gritty. I wanted something where the ghosts are a little bit scary and they sound scary. And in this game, as I said, it's more like a Men in Black game. It's more like they're aliens more than ghosts. There wasn't a ghost I come across that felt like it was a ghost. And while, again, it's very cool to be trapping these things, the fact that they're not giving out keys makes me heavily worry about how important pre-orders are. And why I think at the moment, pre-orders, especially on PlayStation, because you simply can't get a refund, is a very worrying thing. It's worrying for me personally, because end of the day, I won't be able to cover this game in time. And that's the part where I'm talking about where people will say I'm entitled. I feel like I should have the game first. It's not about that. Like, for me, it's not about that. It's about giving you guys an honest impression of the game. And at the moment, I won't be able to give you a review on time. I won't. And that's why I think that the way things have been lately, especially with other games that have had pre-orders, I love pre-ordering games. I used to love it. I used to love downloading the games early, watching that timer go down, and that seems fine for games like Spider-Man and games that you kind of know are going to be awesome. But in VR lately, it's just been a worrying time, you know, and people are losing faith in pre-ordering VR games, and I want that to stop. When you're pre-ordering a game and you've got no one to give you a review of it that you trust, that's when I think you shouldn't pre-order. That's when I think you should cancel the pre-order and just wait. It's on you entirely if you've got money to just risk. But at the end of the day, if you can't get anyone to review this game properly, then pre-ordering is a bad move. And at the moment with PSVR 2, people are like getting angry at the system. They're angry with the store. You can't even leave reviews on the store. Now, arguably, a lot of you are probably buying it at MetaQuest 3, and that's fine. You'll be able to get a refund as long as you play the game for under 2 hours. And as I said, 45 minutes is enough for me to make my mind up. So you guys, you're fine. But for people on PlayStation, it's not. It's not fine. And you're taking a risk. And I think after this email, I would say, just be careful. Just be careful what you're pre-ordering. Know that you're gonna love this game by the footage you've seen already. I've already told you my thoughts on it. Very wave-based, very aimed at an audience that I feel doesn't really exist. And when I say that, I mean like Ghostbusters fans. I took my daughter to go and see Ghostbusters Afterlife, and she enjoyed the film, and she enjoyed the older films, but she's never asked for merch. She's never asked to play a game. She's never done those things that kind of what happened to me when I was a kid, where I was like, dude, I want to watch the cartoon series. I want to buy merchandise, you know? That just didn't happen, and it's not happening. So yeah, this video is just a warning. It's a warning that if people are getting review keys, because I know there's some streamers that have made content on this game. So when they tell me I can't get access, that automatically throws me a red flag, because they know I'm going to critique the game. I'm not just going to play the game and say, yeah, this is fun. Like one of the streamers I watched, there was just some purple blobs floating in the sky, and she stood there looking at them for like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, saying how amazing they looked. That's not gameplay critiquing. That's just saying I'm having a great time in VR. So yeah, that's what this video is all about. Remember to let me and others know how you feel down in the comment section. Please like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on pre-orders currently.